Hi guys, welcome back. Today I will be showing you guys how to earn bottle caps in Fallout 76. And now while I know there are many ways to earn it, I'm going to show you my favorite ways myself, as well as some just quick and efficient ways. So, for starters, go to a slot machine. Hit A, use 10 caps. Yep. We wait. We wait.
There you are.
Hey, we won 10 caps. Okay, so that is the end of the video. I'm just kidding. So, obviously, the slot machines are fun for luck, but not much else. The real money makers in this game are your vending machines. Now, the way I tend to make money is a bit abnormal. As you can see, most of our vending prices are extremely low. What I tend to sell is any blueprints I get, I like to just throw in here for 5 bottle caps, pretty much almost always. The exception would be if there's an event item or a blueprint that I know people like the Fixer. This is still way too high. People have figured out how to get the Fixer. We've done a video ourselves on how to get it. This is way too much money. I have it in here just because I don't need bottle caps right now. And you'd be surprised how often people will just occasionally be like, fuck it, I've got too many bottle caps, I need to blow money, I need this, I'll take it. So we leave it in here just more as a joke to ourselves. However, if someone were to buy it, I wouldn't even be able to pocket all of the caps because we have too much money. As you can see, most everything else is 5 bottle caps. We've got a couple that I think I messed up. Yeah, I was going to say some of these just got thrown in here. These Mothman throats. Yeah, so as you can see, the big ticket items that I'm going to overcharge for are always going to be event plans. Which, side note, if anyone's playing right now, Meat Week is going, as you can see on my left here. Decoy Ducks, Brahmin Grill, Meat Cleaver, Meat Week Flag, Pepper Shaker. Like, I am accumulating Meat Week plans that are unique to Meat Week. Now, the events in Fallout do cycle. So like they're gonna come back. These blueprints are never like completely off the table, I guess is more my point. That being said, if you are smart and you just understand basic supply and demand, you can make a lot of money off of event plans. Pretty much any event that runs in Fallout, you're gonna want to farm it as much as humanly possible for the unique blueprints. And then as soon as the event ends, don't rush to sell those. Hold on to them. Give it 2-3 months. Give it as long as you feel you can wait and still play the game and enjoy it. The longer you can wait away from the event, the more valuable they're going to be. Obviously, if you see Meat Weeks up on the schedule for like, oh, 2 months from now it's coming up again, try to sell them before that. But yeah, pretty basic supply and demand. If you've got the supply, the demand for event items is going to be the highest out of that event. Understand that. Because the only way somebody can get these plans once the event ends is from me or another player. So, hold on to your event plans until after the event. Sell them. Again, the longer you can wait after, the better, to an extent. If you're going to wait an entire year where the cycle goes around and you're coming right back around to it, you're not going to make any money. Also, we've got some... Oh, wow, those are way overpriced. We're going to have to go through our shop and just correct some of this stuff. People will sell fast these masks for... You'll see these for sale for 100, 200 caps, 400 caps. Pretty easily, you can sell these for a couple hundred all day. Pretty often, I would say you can sell them for 1,000. If they're an uncommon or a rare one, you can sell them for even more. But people like them for collections. We've got a couple... Here, actually, let's go through it like this. This will be easier. I like to sell explosives. Nuka grenades are where it's at. As you can see, one of the few items we keep actually overpriced are Fixers. Like I've said before, Fixer is the best rifle in the game, bar none. If anyone is running a rifle build, this is literally the best gun they can get, period. It's effectively a 4-star legendary. So what we've got here, we've got a couple of Fixers for sale. These aren't really worth 20 grand, but like I said, you'd be surprised if you put them up there what people will go. This one is the worst of the two, shoots an additional projectile, 25% increased damage while aiming, 1 perception. Perception is what most rifle builds will use. That being said, this isn't good. This is maybe a 5,000 cap gun. We've just got it in here because, like I said, we don't really need the caps at the moment, so we're not really forcing a sale. We're happy to list these. People, also, if you overprice things of this nature, if people want it, they will message you a lot of the time, and then you can negotiate through messages if you want to go that route. This one's a bit better, just because bullets explode for area damage. Damage increases as health increases. +1 perception again. That perception is the only perk on there. If we could trade that perception perk for any like more damage boost, this thing would be fucking insane. This one might be worth 20. This one might be worth 20. Probably not though. In reality, the other thing, the biggest piece of advice I can give you for your shops is if you're struggling to sell stuff and you seem like you're not getting a lot of caps flowing through, lower your prices. Like just accept, like, yeah, it might be worth that to the 1 in 100 guy, but if you want to sell it now and here, you're not selling it to the 1 in 100. You're selling it to Joe Schmo who's running through. Yeah, like, for actually, shoot, we actually had a bunch of masks up for sale, so apparently 2,000 might not be as broken a price as I thought. That being said, I would say like 500 is probably a fair price for these masks. You can, if you've got the blueprints to make upgraded jumpsuits, you'd be, again, surprised how often people don't have those. Now with Secret Service Under Armour, you can get better undersuits, but whatever reason the Secret Service Under Armour undersuit can't be traded between players. So that is the best one. If you are making an undersuit for yourself, which if you don't understand what I'm saying, if you look at the item stats of this, you see endurance +1, intelligence +2, luck +1, and the damage resistance. This doesn't count as armor. This is something you wear under your armor. So not only can you wear your chest plate, your arm pieces, your leg pieces, and your helmet or whatever, you can also wear this and get these added benefits on top of whatever your armor does. So, like, once you can have an upgraded vault suit or Secret Service Under Armour, or I think there's like a Brotherhood uniform. There's several of these variations. Once you can have an upgraded jumpsuit under your standard armor, you should always have one. Like I've got the Secret Service one on myself. I believe the Secret Service one is best. You buy it from with gold bullion from the Secret Service, obviously. But that being said, you can trade the Vault 76 ones. You can trade the other variations. So we can craft these actually, and usually this isn't the better variation. There's a different one that's like, I want to say it's like +5 or 6 stat points. I don't remember which stats, but you can sell that one for pretty consistently 1,000 caps all day, every day. Or at least we used to. We had a list, but no longer. But as you can see, we've got just a whole buttload of event. Yeah, we've got a bunch of just event apparel accumulated in our stash here. This cultist stuff, this was like the most recent event before Meat Week. So we're just holding on to that a little bit longer. We got a bunch of these masks. We'll probably sell some of these here pretty quick. But yeah, that's what we do for the apparel. Food and drink, 50-50 you'll sell this. People will buy Nuka-Cola for Nuka bombs. And in my experience, that's about it. Sometimes, if you sell alcohol, if there's a daily event, or if like daily events are the exception. That's the only reason people will buy otherwise. But otherwise, just Nuka-Cola, Nuka Quantums. If you get the special Nuka-Colas, like Nuka Cranberry, which boosts XP gain for a little bit, or Nuka Dark or Nuka Grape or any of those, people collect those and like to display them in their camps. So those sometimes you can sell, but I'd say no more than 100 caps if you're lucky, because all of those can be bought at White Springs as well from NPC vendors for much less. For aid, we actually do sell a fair bit of aid. Okay, I was gonna say apparently we've sold out. I pretty much, if I'm running at full capacity, I'll be selling every variation of mutation. I will have at least one copy of every variation. I sell them for 500 caps. It's most people sell them for 400. The thing is, I think if you buy them at 400, if you have enough charisma, you can actually sell them to NPC vendors for more than that. So I sell them for 5 just as like I don't want somebody to just be fleecing me for free caps, even though effectively they are. Like I would argue these aren't really worth making. The stabilized flux you need to make all the mutations is probably worth more than the end mutation, short of like marsupial and stuff. But people have like it's so widely available through other player vendors and everything that you're not going to make a bunt load of money. If you sell marsupial in your shop, you'll sell it pretty consistently, but other than marsupial, not much else, and no more than 500 caps. Don't be greedy. I know it seems like it's worth more, but people will sell it for less. Don't be the guy that's selling it at a crazy price. The other stuff we sell is things that people just like in the moment. So a dick doll, if someone's just accidentally got addicted to I don't know, buff out or alcohol or something, and they happen to see it while they're in our shop, they might snag it. We do sell some boosting drugs. So buff tats, fury, pretty much cycle buff. There's a couple things I sell that boost strength, boost damage, things of that nature. People like to buy that. Especially if they're running a junkie build. Most junkie builds love that stuff because not only does it boost their damage, they can get addicted to it to boost their damage more. So we'll sell those. Again, we keep them usually 40, 35, 40. We got some stim packs up as well. Excuse me one second. Yeah, never mind. That's not important. So we do have some stim packs and some other stuff going as well. We will sell occasional magazines if we have extras that we're not displaying. Some bobbleheads. Don't sell those for more than 100. Honestly, if we sell magazines, usually we sell them at about 25 caps. Pretty much you're just selling it to people looking to display it. Most of the bobbleheads and magazines have temporary effects, so people aren't really willing to blow their entire budget for a half hour of something, you know. But by far, what we make most of our, we already showed the blueprints. By far what we make most of our money on is junk. This is the money maker. If you stuck with me this long, thank you. The bulk junk is the way to go. Bulk rubber, we're just clearing space. If you haven't already checked it out, we have a lead farming guide on YouTube as well. Lead is easily the best way to make money in this game. We will sell bulk lead day in, day out. I can spend all of my caps and be back to the cap limit by the end of the week if I just sell lead. The reason we have none in stock right now is we've sold it all. I literally, I just did a lucky mine. I had something like 51 bulk lead. I think I just sold like 47 or something. I was at 10,000 caps, yeah, I believe at the start of the week. We did like one lucky mine, and we're pretty much right back to where we are. So bulk lead's hands down the way to go. You can sell, I usually typically sell it around 60 caps. You can sell it 70, 80 caps. Don't go higher than 80. And even 80, you're probably going to have to sit on it longer. We usually like the quick turnaround. Plus it clears weight. So for me, 60 is usually fine. But no, most bulk junk is very valuable. A lot of people need it. Bulk adhesive is good. We'll sell this. So pretty much, as you can see, most of my bulk junk is at 5. I try to just sell off any excess. We'll drop this down to 70. People can farm adhesive in their camp, so I don't really think it's as valuable as what the game rates it as. Aluminum's super good. People will always buy aluminum. Bone shards, ceramic, cloth. Think about the stuff that's useless to you. People don't really want it themselves. Concrete, people will buy. People like it for base building. Cork, useless. Fertilizer, pretty much useless, unless people are making like bombs or something. I don't know. Fertilizer's really useless. Gears can sell. People like gears. Again, we're going to drop the price down just a little bit, just to try to move it a little quicker. Just helps me in the short term. Plastic is always good to sell. We're not going to sell that because I like to sell bulk junk. So bulk, pretty much any extra plastic I have, I know I will ultimately use to craft more bulk junk. So if I get over 10, I'll probably sell off any excess beyond 10. But like 7 to 10, I don't care. I'm holding on to that. We'll use that. Like I said, rubber's not actually worth it. People aren't really going to buy that much. Springs, people will buy. And as you can see, we're marking most of this 70, 60, 70. That's usually the right spot for it. Sell off this steel. Steel's got not much value personally to me, but people like it for base building, so you can actually mark that up to 40. You could probably sell higher if you really wanted to be greedy. But yeah, pretty much that's the bulk of our money making. This junk stuff is where you're going to get most of your money. And again, if you need a good way to like learn how to really earn a lot of junk, the best one to go for is lead. I can highly recommend Lucky Hole Mine. If you need to know where it is or any tips or tricks about it, we have a video already up. I was going to say, easily the best money-making way in the entire game that I've ever run into. And then the final thing we have here is ammo. This is what hasn't sold effectively. We usually just list it all for 1 cap. We did have fuel sells, cryo sells, actually usually sell, I'm kind of surprised. But fuel will always sell. People who use flamers can never seem to get enough. That's the big one I look out for. But 45 rounds, what is it, 7.62, 5.56. Yeah, pretty much you can see everything not over here is what sells. Because we throw all of our ammo up there. I don't care. The only reason these ultra sight arrows are 2 caps a piece is they are ultra sight. And I wasted money trying an ultra sight build, so I wanted to get a little bit back. But anyway, that is the general guide. This is the best way to earn money, in my opinion. The only other alternative here, obviously, is the in-game vendors at all of the train stations. You can see all around this train track here. The one thing about the NPC vendors, though, is they do have a cap limit that does reset daily, so you can sell the full amount daily. But usually the things I sell to the vendors are things that I know will just sit in my shop forever. So extra Radaway, any Radex. Honestly, I don't use Radex at all. So any Radex of diluted or normal, I sell all diluted Radaway because I get so much Radaway that it's not, I don't know, it's excessive. So I'll sell down to 50 Radaway. But mostly I notice 8 items are the big thing I sell. If you ever do Radiation Rumble, if you loot all the bodies in there, you'll end up with like a stack of glowing blood. Glowing blood also sells very well. All the excess junk that I was pointing out that's garbage, bulk rubber, bulk cork, all of that stuff, sell those to the NPC vendors. Excess grenades, floater grenades, Molotovs, plasmas, anything you're not going to use. And then also the other thing is, if you are farming legendaries, you're actually going to see in like the new events, you can easily get to a point where you get more legendaries than you can sell to the legendary script vendor in a day. Just sell the excess legendaries, honestly. This is what I'll do. A lot of people don't like that. If you're struggling to get legendary script, you are better off holding on to it. But otherwise, yeah, if you've got plenty of legendary script or you're struggling to clear it out day in and day out, just sell it to the normal vendor, just pocket the caps. But anyways, I hope this was helpful. Hope you guys took something from this, and hopefully catch you guys on the next one. Take her easy.